We're going to now get into what we call our buy, hold, and sell.
Targets acquired.
Let's start off with Sam Darcy this week.
Yep. Well, look, you could count him as a buy because his break-even's low, but again, this is Bevo effect bullshit. So I'm not overly confident with this one, but Darcy makes it on the list. Jack Steele, I think he's just going to be a top 6 mid. So if you have the cash and you're able to do it, I would definitely looking at bringing in Steele just whenever you can before his price skyrockets. Isaac Rankin, really like this one. Forward, he could genuinely be top 6 forward this year if he keeps that CBA's high, because as we said, Shai Bolton-esque.
Yep.
It's a massive, it is a huge risk, but shit, it could definitely pay off well because he still kicks
100%.
goals when he goes forward.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Soligo.
Slug.
The Slug.
He did. Yep.
Yeah. He's been playing a really good role inside, and I'm buying stocks in Soligo.
Yep.
Now, I've got a ballsy one for you, mate.
Okay.
I'm buying stock in Jordan Dawson.
Oh, you're buying now.
Yep.
I like it. I like it. If it's any week that he's going to perform, it's this week. But if he does not perform against Essendon without Matt Crouch, I have lost all faith in him.
Absolute all faith. That's why I'm putting me nuts on the line and saying this is the week that he will turn it around.
Okay. I like it, mate.
Essendon have a small midfield.
Yep.
Saligo, Laird, Saligo, sorry, the Slug, Laird, Dawson, Rankin. That's a lot more dynamic than Crouch Potato.
Yep. Agreed. Crouch Potato needs to go. Absolutely. Nankervis for Adelaide. He's got a negative break even, so you could have a go there. Nick Newman. Now, this is one that we both really like here. We start out for 6 to 8. He has been close to 600K before. You could definitely have a crack at Nick Newman, and this is the week to do it. He has a break even, I think it's of 70 or 80 or something like that. He could definitely turn it around. He also, too, let me just quickly double check as well before I start talking shit out my ass. Newman, he has a break even of 104, could definitely make that. But last week, I believe he was on 40 odd or something like that at halftime, and then he shot through the roof after Saad got injured. So definitely does help him a shitload. And as we said, he's been a good player before. Zach Williams, you're definitely buying now with Saad out. He can definitely put the games up at a cheap price, has a low break even as well. Ainsworth, if you want to have a crack, huge crack, you can go Ainsworth. Same as Lohman for Brisbane with Zach Bailey out. Job security is looking a lot better now. Ballsy one in Geelong, though, Horse, with Jack Bowes.
Yeah, that's huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's meh.
Purely depending on if he can keep CBAs. Our boy Asa has said he doesn't believe that he can do it because more faith in Tanner Bruin. Matty Roberts, though, I still think he could still be a bring-in. He's still got a low break-even. He's got a great role. He can make some absolute great coin for us. But let's be honest here. None of these buys mean shit because it's either going to be the Condom, Closey, or Graham that everyone's bringing in this week. So stuff the rest of them. Don't worry about it. Just want to bring a bit more uncertainty around. But let's be honest, bring those 3 in.
Yeah, they're the big ones. And also, if you want to go up to a primo or someone that's playing like a primo, Hayden Young.
Yep, Hayden Young could definitely be there. I don't mind Young. I don't mind
roles
Rankin.
there. The tackles are there. His disposal efficiency's up now.
Yep.
It's pretty much what you're going to get now is what you're going to get for the season for him.
Unfortunately, like his whole Supercoach scoring is basically banked on his disposal efficiency, and it's not tied to he's going to do the little bits and pieces every here and there because he gets like the tackles and everything like that. But it's solely based on if he can actually kick the ball correctly and if he can put it into the right areas on the ground. So, 100%,
mate. Now, let's get into who we think you should be selling.
Yes, sir.
At the top of the list, I apologise in advance to all Western Bulldogs owners, supporters. It hurts, but Riley Sanders, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't think I can say I'm sorry. I can't even play the get the garbage out.
Don't play it because you can. We don't have to do it this week because he still does have a break even that is attainable. So you can hold one more week, but yeah, it's not looking good for him. Gallagher, though, you can definitely play the fucking sound for him. Get that garbage out of here. Thank you. I'll let you be the judge of this next one, mate, because
he's only got a break even of 57, but the boner, the stiffy,
flaccid,
he's gone. So I'm selling. Cadman's the same. He's got a break even of 40, but I'm selling only because I'm going up to Flanders this week. Yep. Hogan, your classic primo forward, can go large 2 weeks and then shit the bed on all other days ending in Y. Okay, Harry McCoy. He's definitely
he's gone.
Price.
Yep,
especially with the puzzling move, mate, that Carlton bought in Pitnet.
Oh, if he gets dropped, then I can see the hold for Mackay because then he gets back into his ruck work and then he gets his tackles up and then he gets all these little extra bits and pieces that inflates his score to north of 100. But without that, it's just really yuck. And Pitnet, yuck. So I don't know about that. Carroll, I think that he overrides everyone on this list. If you have Jack Carroll, it's done. He's gone.
Am I playing?
Yeah, you're playing it 100%. The Hollands boys have absolutely killed him. He's done. Jai Clark, not Soriasa. 2. Horse, 2. Done. Don't care about that. He's gone. Josh Draper from Fremantle. Those 3, it's not even a question. They're gone. Jordan. He's as close to pushing the button.
He's scored okay.
But I think he's done his job. And the wing role, just holding there on the wing, it's not enough for us in fairness. So, he can probably go. I reckon he's an upgrade time. Colby McKercher, that's 6 hurts.
Yeah.
But the job security is there, which is nice. You're going to have to wait a couple of weeks to get him back up in price, but he can definitely still score.
It depends if you need some security in your defense or whether you want to use his coin now to upgrade into a primo. That's how you've got to manage it. Yeah,
absolutely. And him getting that DPP will be nice in defense where we have obviously had a few injuries and stuff like that. So I think he could still be a hold, even though they might lose a couple of coin the next week or two. And no, I'm not worried about his going into the midfield role and his center clearances. He still will get ability around the ground. They just got to find the right place for him. I think that they might end him up on a wing, and Dylan Stevens might get a bit of a VFL go.
Stint, yeah. Now we're going to look at who we think you should be holding for the week. Hold! Who doesn't love a bit of Braveheart? And we're going to start with our Western Bulldogs duo.
Yep.
The Bont and Tinglish.
Yep. If you have them,
definitely hold them. You're not trading them sideways.
Right up.
Because they're just as likely to go fucking bonkers this week as what they are any other week. So against St Kilda as well, where Bont averages, 130 in his last 3?
I think it's actually like 144. No, it's well over that, actually. No, it's like 100. It's 150 odd, 160 odd in his last 3.
Fucking hell. Yep, there you go. That's why you're holding. Your boy?
Swing him. I don't know if I may have just put this in because it's funny to hold our Wangs, but we're still holding our Wangs. He's got a break even of 81, still holding there. If you have Laird, don't worry about that down week. It's still a hold. He does play shit out against. He plays well against Essendon, so that's all right. Francis, who the fuck is Francis?
No, I got you wrote that in there, so I got no idea who Francis is.
Let me check.
While you're checking that, Tommy Green from GWS, you're not trading sideways. Harvey Thomas, he's still making coin, you're holding him. He's got a 10 break even, you're holding him. Zach Williams, he's got a break even of 9, you're holding him as well. Tommy Stewart, you're not going sideways from him. He's just as likely to come out and score 130 this week. Who's it meant to be?
It was Horn Francis. Sorry.
Him.
Yep. Horn Francis.
Francis. You're holding him.
Yeah, that check. Yep.
We're up to Dempsey. Dempsey's got a break even of 33. You are holding him. You're not trading him yet. but you're also not buying stocks in Dempsey if you don't have him. This guy, Elliot. There it is, Elliot. Yes, you are holding, you are buying, you are just, he's in your team this week though with a chance that he may be tagged by Bailey Banfield from Freo. It could curtail his scoring output. Bailey, I went back and watched some film today, Skiddy, of when Bailey Banfield did perform some tagging duties for Fremantle, and he's exceptionally good. He's got a big body. Like he's a bigger kind of guy. He does a really good job at players that try and hit the contest at pace. And that's where Yo was getting a lot of his ball last week, on the move, in and under. So it could work a treat. So
yeah, exactly right. And this is a guy, like, he's a guy that was playing centre half forward for Fremantle. And think Connor Nash. He's basically the same size build as Connor Nash, just doesn't have the engine that Nash does to do it for a whole game. But that's just the way that it goes. Ray Brown just said Bont looks injured too. That's my concern. Ray, he was also injured 2 weeks ago where he scored 142. So don't be too worried about it. It's still the Bont. He's just that bloody good.
Mm-hmm. Harley Reid.
Yep. Harley.
Yep. He's got a small
That's
break
good.
even. Hold him.
Yep.
Jordan Clark.
Yep.
You're holding him.
Yep, absolutely.
Jeremy Sharp.
He's
still got a negative break even, -7, I think it is. Nate Fife, 28 break even. He'll safely accommodate for that. Matty Roberts, if you got him, small break even, could still make us 100K. Mm-hmm. My plan is next week to swing him back into my defense.
Me too.
Berry.
Tommy Berry.
Sam Berry or Tommy Berry?
Tommy Berry from Gold Coast. He has a very small break even after his 88 last week. So, we're still definitely holding him. Lloyd Meek, if you brought him in, still holding him. Yep, Mickey Mill. I can't say the next name because it is racist. So, horse, please.
Massimo D'Ambrosio.
Thank you very much. Pizza, pasta, wine, and that. He's definitely a hold after a good week last week. So, he's still a whole low break even. He can be upgraded soon. And Luke Jackson, horse.
He has a large break even, mate, but against West Coast this week, he could go. I'm gonna pick early 130s for Jackson this week.
Interesting. I do like that.
Now, we have a little thing that we'd like to put out to the community, and that's called our Captain's Corner.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Captain!
I can hear you. Isaac Heaney. He's just a jet, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so bloody good, mate. So normally I have a bit of stats to be able to back up what I'm saying here, but, since he played forward the last few times, I don't care, though. So he's just that fucking good.
Average of 144 this year.
Correct. That's all I needed to hear. So, I'll definitely be having a go at Heaney. For the captains, there's a good chance on that. Kizza, you can get stuffed. No chance am I putting the C on Lob. That would be funny, though. Sheasel, 120, 103 in his last two against the Hawks. He'll get a shitload of the pill again. He's averaging 33 disposals this year. Yep. So she's going to have a go. Steele, very interested in this one. 133. Guilty. Yeah, you're going VC on Steele?
VC on Steele, yep.
Over Bontempelli.
Yep.
Interesting. I don't mind it at all. 133 last year against the Dogs, and he's obviously been on an absolute tear, stepping his game up with the tackles and every other little bits and bobs that he's doing. Zach Merritt, good one here that we're anticipating. 136, 143, 135 in his last three games against the Flag Crom. Caleb Sarong. He's gone 146 against the Dockers, and he loves playing in the Derby. When the Derby medal's on the line, genuinely takes the piss. I'm pretty sure he's won 3 or 2 of them, and he's scored, I think it's 146 and 165.
Wow, loves a Glendenning medal. Tommy Green, 145 last time against Carlton. Lockie Neal, 108, 128 last 2 against the Cats. The Bont, his last 3 against the Saints, 125, 181, 159. English, 139 last time against the Saints, but I don't like what he's been putting up of late, so I'm fading any form of VC or C options there. Nick Dacos, 149. He scored last year against the Port. Power. Stewart, 152 against Brisbane last time. Could we?
Horse, I put LDU on this list. Why? Because he's gone 135, 130 against Hawthorn in his last two. Interesting enough, the latest one, that was with Cherry as a sole ruck. So it can be done.
Mm-hmm. There's a chance.
Please, for the love of God.
I mean, he plays against Lloyd Meek this week. There's a chance that Xerri, or however you say his name, could tap it to your own team.
He also played against Stanley last week and won the hitouts by 30, and still we lost the clearances by 30. So I have no faith that even when it's him winning the hitouts, it's going to go anywhere remotely near LDU, even though it should be going straight to LDU every single fucking time. But
do you know who Xerri reminds me of?
The
bloke off Happy Gilmore that chases the guy going, "That's Mr. Gilmore's jacket." There's a bit of that about him.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable.